going. Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, my name's David Wallie, and I did my OME on broadcast towers, specifically the one in it was Missouri City, Texas. Basically, if you don't know, a broadcast tower is a triangular building that goes up, and it's built in 20 to 40 foot sections at a time, and they go up clear up to the tallest building in the world. The one that I'm talking about specifically is 1,971 feet tall, which is 100 feet less than the tallest building in the world. Another big crucial part of broadcast towers is the guy lines. They have thin steel wires going from the tip of the tower all the way down to the base of the tower, and there's usually around 27 to 30 of them. They're connected in cement holdings in the bottom and specific patterns on the outside, making a U on either side so it can actually hold it against the wind. It's not meant for actual bearing weight. It's meant for tension and trying to hold it against the wind, saying if the wind was swaying. It's what allows the tower to not fall over. It was December 7th, 1982, the final day of construction of this specific tower, and they were hoisting a antenna. It's a FM antenna that broadcasted over 8 different radio stations. They got it about halfway up the tower, and everything was fine. They had 3 men riding inside of the actual antenna, which was 6 tons and actually 120 feet tall. So it's a big antenna. They had 3 people in that, and then they had 2 people on top of the tower trying to guide it up. They had a gin pool that was pulling it up because they don't have any cranes that are actually tall enough to put it on the top. So they had men pulling it from the bottom as well to get it up. It was kind of like a pulley system. So now they're at about 3/4 of the way up, and the antenna falls. And with the men inside of it, and on the way down, it splices one of the guy lines, and the strength of all the other guy lines in the opposite direction, because each one of those guy lines has over 2,400 or 25,000 feet of pounds or something like that, pressure on each one of them, and all the other ones pulled the tower in that direction, and then it swayed backward and collapsed with the 3 men on the antenna and the 2 men on the tower. All 5 instantly died, and they did a study afterwards on why the actual tower fell, and it turned out the gin pool that was pulling the antenna up had a U-bolt on it, and there was a 1/2-inch diameter U-bolt, and it snapped at that point because the weight was too much for it. It was only made to last about half the weight that it was supporting. So they kind of looked into that, and the riggers that decided to use that 1/2-inch U-bolt didn't consult with the licensed engineer before they picked it. So this could have been avoided had an engineer actually been consulted, and that's my presentation.
Okay, thank you.